I don't know where you've been, but you're gonna respect this courtroom. My life has proven that it's not about where you come from, it's about where you're going. From a jailed youth who had my record expunged to becoming the youngest judge elected.
The Honorable Judge Greg Mathis presiding.
In just 15 years. Ma'am, let me know when you want to go to rehab. Otherwise, I think you're a crackhead.
Absolutely not.
My goal is to inspire others to overcome their obstacles. You don't need him and his little raggedy roommate.
Thank you.
All while having a little fun on Mathis Court. You look like you're ready to lie right the first word out your mouth. This is Mathis Court with Judge Mathis.
Joe Stanton and Millie Lesner are suing Oliver Rich in the amount of $500.
All rise. Court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Greg Mathis presiding. May now be seated.
Ms. Stanton claims her friend let her park in a space she shares with the defendant and says he towed her car and owes her for impound fees. Mr. Rich is countersuing for $200.
State your names.
Joe Stanton.
Millie Lesner.
State your name.
Oliver Rich, Your Honor.
You all are suing Ms. Lesner and Stanton, Mr. Rich, for $500 alleging he wrongfully towed your car?
Yes, Your Honor.
And you're countersuing for $200 for a parking citation?
Yes, Your Honor.
Start with you.
I'm suing Oliver Rich because he had my car towed. Basically what had happened was, me and my friend, we had planned to go to the movie theaters, right? So I was on my way home from work, I was in a rush, and I decided to just park my car in the parking spot, which was his, but it was hers as well. They share a parking spot. So I parked my car, I ran upstairs real quick to go use the bathroom because I had to use it really bad. And then we were in a rush because we were late for the movie. So she winded up driving because I didn't have no gas in my car. So we just winded up taking her car, and I didn't think about my car in the parking lot. So we just left the car there. And then we watched the movie, and then when I came back, my car was gone. So she had asked him what happened with my car, and he towed it. So we had to come up with the money, the $500, to get my car out of the tow spot. And
Did you ask him why he had it towed? Did you ask him why did he do that, have it towed?
She asked him.
And what he?
Yes, Your Honor. I asked him why he towed the car, and he had said that because he didn't recognize the car in the parking space.
Okay. And it's your parking space?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. So what am I missing?
Your Honor, normally this is how we park. Normally this is where I park, and he parks in front.
Okay.
He parks towards the wall because he usually gets home before me, and I come later, so I park behind him. So that day, this is how my friend Joe had parked. This is where Oliver was supposed to park, but he wasn't there, and Joe had to use the bathroom. This is my parking space.
Oh, Joe had to use the bathroom.
Yes.
So he couldn't park his car.
Yes.
Miss Joe?
Yes.
That's what you went in there to do, use the bathroom?
Yes.
Okay, so why did it take so long?
Well, what had happened was I went upstairs to use the bathroom, and we realized that we were running late for our movie theater. So we had went together in her car because I didn't have no gas, totally not thinking that my car is still in the parking spot because, like it was stated.
You forgot.
Yes.
Go ahead.
But I have parked in that
Forgot
driveway
that you had
multiple
left
times. Yes.
Go ahead.
So we winded up taking her car, and I asked her for permission to park in that parking spot. She said it was cool because she pays for that
Does
space
she have
too.
permission? She has the ability to give permission to park in your spot? Is that allowed?
She got incorrect permission.
Okay. Ma'am, did you give her permission to park in a?
Yes, Your Honor. I gave her
Do
permission
you have
to
that
park.
authority?
Yes, I have that authority.
How so?
Because that is my parking spots. She parked behind, which is my parking spot. He got home late. Therefore, he was supposed to already been parked. But he got home late, and he didn't call us.
And didn't recognize the car?
He recognized the car, Your Honor. My
He
friend
did
had
not.
came.
Did you recognize it?
I didn't know whose car that was.
Otherwise, I'm sure he would have come in and knocked on your door. Who wants to wait around for a tow truck and go through all that? When if he knew it was your car, he would have came and knocked on the door, I'm sure.
Your Honor, he's seen my car multiple times. He's literally parked behind my car before, multiple times. So
Why do you think he did that then? Why do you think he took all that time to go through all of that instead of just knocking on the door?
Because he's mad because I'm messing with his friend instead of him. He's mad because he got rejected.
There you go. Now you're getting to something. Okay?
Yeah. It's all petty.
Sir, she says she's jealous because She's seeing your buddy. And you're angry with her about it, and that's why you did that, to try and give her a hard time.
Your Honor, if I was calling tow trucks on every girl in the city that I hit on, half the city would be impounded. I mean, it's in my spot. I don't know whose car it is. I gotta get this car out my spot. I pay good money for the place that I live.
She says not in your spot. You're saying you could not get to your spot.
That is correct.
So what happens when she is in that? When she is when you can't get to yours because she, the rightful owner, is parked there, what do you do then?
She and I communicate with each other. We've had no problems with that in the past.
Coming up on Mathis Court with Judge Mathis.
Do you recognize a red sedan in that parking space that is in question?
I see red sedans all over the city, Your Honor.
Sir, didn't you hear me say in that parking spot? What's the matter with you?
If you'll be in the Los Angeles area and want to bring your case to court, call 1-888-552-6878.
You're watching Mathis Court with Judge Mathis. This is Mathis Court with Judge Mathis.
Mathis Court is back with the case of Joe Stanton and Millie Lesner, who are suing Oliver Rich for towing expenses.
Anybody have any rules, regulation, or policies that either come from the apartment? That's where it would have to come from, the landlords or the owners.
Well, under our lease, Your Honor, it was more so of a verbal agreement that we had with each other. Millie and I, we realized that it wasn't written in stone on our lease contract. So we just decided that it would be fair that we communicate with one another to see, the best way to park daily. So it requires a lot of coordination, ultimately.
Key point, communication, which he did not do.
No, you didn't call him the time that she blocked him, kept you
He
from
was
his
at work,
spot.
Your Honor.
Oh, so you can't talk when he's at work. That's your point, right? So how many hours you work a day?
I mean, I'm a restaurant
8,
manager.
10?
I could work anywhere from 8 to 12 hours.
So for 10 hours, you can do anything you want with his spot because you can't call him. That's what you believe. You can do what you want with his spot because you can't call him for 10 hours.
That's not exactly correct, Your Honor.
Okay.
Because usually when he comes in the parking spot, he usually comes before me. Mm-hmm. So usually when he comes and he parks, and then I park behind him. But there were many cases before previously where he has had some friends come over or some coworkers, and they had parked in my spot. I didn't make a fuss about it. There are 2 cases that happened. I went and parked on the street. One time I called him, I said, hey, I don't recognize this car here. If you know the person, and he told me, it was his friend. And I asked him if he can move the car. And he moved the car. I communicated with him clearly, and he did not do.
And you think he knew it was your friend or someone you knew that was parked there? You think he knew that?
Yes, Your Honor, he knew.
How many times estimate that she's come over there and parked in that spot?
About 4 to 5 times, Your Honor. Mm-hmm.
What color car? What color and model?
It was a red sedan.
Red sedan?
Yes.
Have you seen red sedans parked there before? She says 4 or 5 times. I've seen a lot. It's 2, and it's designated for you and her, so you shouldn't have seen a lot unless you've done a lot of towing. Now, I'm asking you a specific question. Either you saw it or you haven't. Do you recognize a red sedan in that parking space that is in question?
I see red sedans all over the city, Your Honor.
Sir, didn't you hear me say in that parking spot? What's the matter with you? You can't hear? I was very clear, and that's why I even broached it with the subject of not everywhere. I said that spot, and you told me what you seen all over the city, trying to be funny, trying to play games with me. Who you think you're talking to? Go ahead.
Your Honor, he keeps saying that he doesn't recognize my car.
I know he does now. When he came with that, I see him all over the city game.
Yes,
yeah.
He recognized my car when he was hitting on me. Every time.
He was hitting on you. What did he do? That's why, okay, he is lame. Can't even cop. Go ahead. What he say to you?
Basically, when they
Tell me, how many times has he hit on you?
Probably like 3 times.
That's
3, 4
stalking.
times.
After the second time, it's stalking.
Exactly.
He has stalked you. Feel free to go to the police. What's your counterclaim, sir?
Your Honor, my counterclaim was for the amount of $200 simply because of Due to their negligence with the parking spot, I did have to end up parking somewhere else while I was waiting for the tow truck company to come. In doing so, I ended up with a parking ticket because apparently the area that I parked, they charged me a $200 fine to be there while I was waiting to get mine.
You didn't see a sign?
I did see the sign, Your Honor.
If you saw a sign that said don't park here, and you parked there anyway, and got a $200 fine, and now you want them to pay it. Is there any public parking, ma'am, in the vicinity?
Yes, Your Honor. There are multiple parking spaces near our establishment.
Public, not private.
Public, Your Honor.
So why didn't you have your friends park there then?
Because, Your Honor.
Both of y'all, what?
At the moment where she had arrived, there wasn't a parking space right next to the building.
Right. It usually is, but that time it wasn't.
Also, Your Honor, the plan was for me to drive. That's why I parked in her parking spot. It was a quick little, I need to hurry up, go upstairs and use the bathroom.
But it wasn't quick at all, was it?
It was quick because we had to go to the movie theaters. We just winded up driving her car.
Yeah, and you think he did it in retaliation?
Because I didn't want
not
him.
Wanting him.
Yeah.
Being involved with him. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And he says he did it because it was his spot, his private spot. And you say that it was actually your spot that she parked in.
Yes, Your Honor.
He just didn't have access to his, but it was legitimately parked in your spot.
Yes, Your Honor.
And y'all just didn't have that usual communication, this odd way of dividing or of accommodating you all's parking arrangement. That odd way of we communicate with each other, you just didn't communicate that day. And see, that's the problem we have here, is that you all have a very odd way of parking at your convenience. I got to stop in here and run to the bathroom, so you did. So I'm going to park in your spot. You're supposed to tell him. Based on the way you all are communicating, that is the arrangement. That's what should have occurred. You should have called him and said, we're going to the movies. My girlfriend is parked in my space. So would you, well, all they can do is wait till y'all got back. So would you park such and such until we get back? I'm sorry to inconvenience you. He might have said, no, I want you to leave that movie and come move your car so I can access mine. And since doesn't sound like there's a rule or regulation that determines who does what, when, and how, and you all sound like it's only working it out together that you all can accommodate the arrangement of parking.
Coming up.
Are you on the lease?
No.
Okay, you're just rooming with him then.
Yes.
Okay, you pay him. You don't pay the lease, you pay him. You're watching Mathis Court with Judge Mathis. This is Mathis Court with Judge Mathis.
Mathis Court is back with the case of Joe Stanton and Millie Lesner. We're suing Oliver Rich for towing expenses.
Go ahead, sir.
Well, if I may, Your Honor, just to give you some short clarification, originally, the apartment was mine, right? Like, my name is on the lease. I had a room that was available. Now, through a friend of a friend, I was told that she needed a room. So that is why I decided, hey, this is the price. She said the price was right. Okay, fantastic. So we moved in. Both of those parking spots are technically mine. I just was gracious enough to say, hey, we can work it out so that you can have one. Yeah,
How often? Does she use it all the time, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, Your Honor.
And anything in contractual is a gift. And the gift is not complete until it's received, until it's given.
Your Honor.
So the gift is every night. Because whenever you can't take a gift back. So the question becomes, was that permanent? And obviously it isn't permanent. You weren't saying this is a permanent spot for you to park in. Did he ever tell you that?
No, Your Honor, but we both pay the lease.
Pardon me?
We both pay the lease.
Are you on the lease?
No.
Okay, you're just rooming with him then.
Yes.
Okay. You pay him. You don't pay the lease, you pay him, don't you?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, let's make it clear. All right, so you are his tenant. And It's his rules.
Coming up,
Technically, he does not determine all the rules, Your Honor.
Who determines them?
Him and the landlord.
You're watching Mathis Court with Judge Mathis. This is Mathis Court with Judge Mathis.
Mathis Court is back with the case of Joe Stanton and Millie Lesner. We're suing Oliver Rich for towing expenses.
Did you understand that to be the case? You're staying with him and the household rules and the rules of tenancy, he determines that?
Technically, he does not determine all the rules, Your Honor.
Who determines them?
Him and the landlord.
Okay. And what rule do the landlord and he have regarding the parking situation? That both of them are his?
No, Your Honor.
Oh.
We had talked all about this.
The
in the
landlord?
beginning.
You
Yes.
talk with the landlord?
Yes, with the landlord and him. We had talked and we had set an agreement. He had said, the landlord had said that for the 2 parking spaces, we could see which arranges us in which order to park. And so we arranged that parking space that he would park first because he usually gets home before me.
Sir, what the landlord? How'd the landlord get involved? These are your parking spaces.
Yeah, correct, Your Honor.
So why did the landlord get involved?
Correct, Your Honor. However, I only have 1 car, so by the time that our landlord started seeing that there were 2 cars in the tandem spot,
You wanna know.
we started to have questions.
The landlord can't tell him what to do with the legitimate use of his property. That's a legitimate use of his property that he's paying for. With your lease comes 2 parking spots. And he was, as a gift, allowing you to stay there. And that's why I asked, was there ever a statement that you could stay there as long as you wanted?
Yes, Your Honor. It was a 1-year lease.
How will Judge Mathis rule? Find out when Mathis Court returns.
You're watching Mathis Court with Judge Mathis. This is Mathis Court with Judge Mathis. Now, it was his lease. You don't have or do you have a lease with him?
With him, yes.
You have a signed lease with him.
Yes, Your Honor.
You have it today? Let's see that, please, Amir. She has a lease with you.
Your Honor,
That's what she's saying.
the only thing that I gave her was a verbal agreement about the parking
She
spot.
said she has a written one, and that's going to determine this case.
Oh, no, I didn't say written, Your Honor. I said we had...
Why were you looking in there when I asked him to go? Why did you even act like you were looking if you didn't think I was talking about something written? Have a good day. Your claim is dismissed. Yours is granted. You know exactly what I was asking you. You tried to defraud me. You looked and did all of that, and you don't have a lease with him. He said you don't. You said you do. I said, well, do you have something to show me? You have the lease with you? Yes, Your Honor. Amir, go over and get the lease. Have a good day.
All rise.
Judge Mathis has ruled in favor of the defendant. The plaintiffs owe $200.
Shoot or shoot. Sometimes you make it.
You just mad because I didn't want you.
Grab your belongings. Head out this way.
This has been a production of Allen Media Group.